Okay, great morning, everyone. Well, today is Trumpenstein's Inauguration Day. Okay, now I still see people wanting a miracle, but you know, on this channel, I have not said that he would not be sworn in. I keep saying that he won't be there for long, okay, if he gets sworn in. So I'm going to pull cards here real quick and see what it's going to tell us about it. First, I'm going to do the Kipper with the Lenormand and the Tarot real quick, and then I'll do just straight Tarot and see what it has to say. But like I said, you know, he'll get in and he won't be there for long, okay? Give them enough rope, they're going to hang themselves. And I guess at his rally, I didn't watch it. I know it's going to be more of the same, but he congratulated, thanked Musk, basically for stealing the election, okay? You know, he's got to brag about it. So let's see what we have. First thing, what can you tell us about that inauguration? There are thoughts about it. I think a lot of people have thoughts about it. Thoughts when it comes to the White House. Thoughts about the White House and feeling restricted. So I think a lot of people are worried about restrictions he's going to put into place, and perhaps would like to see restrictions put on Trumpenstein. But I think the overarching thing for many people that are worried about him coming in are about the restrictions that he says he's going to put into place. Energy coming into it, a mature woman. Mature woman, an ending, an ending. When it comes to some of his rhetoric, I guess. Now, I don't know who this mature woman could be. We're just going to have to look and see. But it's about ending some of his rhetoric, maybe looking at things a little more clearly. It's about the timing. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking by an official person. And being out in the cold, wanting something, okay? An official person. Things are out in the cold and the clock is ticking. The challenge is change, where this is going to. Change coming into place of an ability to control, wanting to control. Because of the steal, the theft, change because of the theft. The outcome is adjudication. Judgment will be coming in. With the labyrinth, we have a whole lot of cases still pending judgments coming down when it comes to him and his rulership. There is a whole labyrinth, okay? See, foundation, restrictions when it comes to his rhetoric, being out in the cold when it comes to the steel and his ability for rulership. Okay? The center of it, the White House, some endings. The clock is ticking when it comes to his power. There will be a labyrinth. It's not going to be so easy for him to do what he wants to do, for sure. Above it, there are thoughts by a mature woman and an official person about changing things and bringing justice. Okay? So, again, all is not going to be as easy as he thinks. Something is going to come down. But it doesn't mean that, cavalry is coming in and he will not be inaugurated. Okay? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and pull cards and see what they have to say. What can you tell us about the inauguration? I'm going to look at just the inauguration day first, and then after that we'll go ahead and look at his going forward. So what can you tell us about the inauguration day? The wealthy will be there, okay? They moved it inside. They sold, I think it said something like 220,000 tickets for it. And now they're telling the people, no, because of weather, we're moving it inside. So only the wealthy. Yeah, the wealthy, the money he's holding on to from the wealthy. That's the key. What he's holding on to from the wealthy, and he just, is closed off the others. He's closing the others. Those with small money, he's closing out. Only the wealthy will be there. Okay? At the actual inauguration. The wealthy, those that are holding on to their money, they are excluded, okay? Okay, so he's not allowing them in. So the energy coming into it, it's about the message that's being put out. Again, the message about the action that's being put out, the truth, the message about the action of the strength of it. So I think it's that, he wasn't going to have a huge turnout. Now, a lot of Megatonians went there, and one guy said they spent $5,000 to be there. Okay? But the strength of it is not enough people showing up. He would look small, so he's just allowing the wealthy to be in there. Okay, so what's going on today? More messages of, again, his drama. A lot of messages coming out today when it comes to democracy, okay? When it comes to compassion, empathy, things that just, restricted. There is no compassion, there is no empathy for the people that spent a lot of money to be there, traveling there from Texas, Oklahoma, across the U.S. to watch him be inaugurated, and he just doesn't care. He doesn't have any compassion. He's got no empathy, okay? The message is, you're restricted. No, you're not coming in, okay? So the challenge is going forward today. Where it's moving to how it's moving forward, and the Tower moment, okay? It's still saying the challenge is a Tower moment. So let's see the outcome. The truth, there will be, the fight for truth. Going forward, wanting to get to a better place, calmer waters, and things up in the air when it comes to the desires, the wishes, the desires. So the foundation is blocked, the strength of restrictions for a Tower moment when it comes to the desires, okay? So not good for the people that came there. He's blocking them, restricting them from coming. They feel it's kind of a Tower moment because they, did a lot to get there. The center of it, those with small money, the message about the action, as far as compassion, empathy, and everything going forward, they want to get to a better place. They would like to get, but the wealthy, the message of the truth and the message of the drama is going forward, and they're charging forward with their stuff. Underneath of it, we got the push and pull happening, an agreement when it comes to what they're holding on to, their personal power, their actions. It's the nightmare scenario. And the theft. And the theft of them being able to go see it, okay? The hidden things. So let's see what's hidden. So what's hidden? So what's being hidden is the long-term scenario being hidden of his craziness and his abuse of power. With not liking what's coming, when they've got holding on to what's going to come down economically, etc. The message is about, it could be economy, it could be daily life, and the difficulty, the mental pain it's causing some people, the agreement they have. And when it comes to the world, again, the world is not happy looking at what he is planning to doing and what is going to be offered in the way of knowledge about the steel, okay? There's more that's going to come out. This is not done yet, okay? It's still not done. Doesn't mean that he's not going to be inaugurated today. But again, there are still things going on. There are still things going on underneath the surface. So let's look, and what can you tell me about his actual how do I want to say, his actual outcome going forward when it comes to him being in power? What can you tell me about his being in power? What's going forward? What's going forward? Now we know that he said, on day one, he's going to start rounding up all these people, etc. He's got all these toxic plans, but he still doesn't have people in place, okay? They haven't been confirmed. He's got basically no infrastructure in there now, and he's going through and trying to get rid of all these people, asking them if they voted for Trump or not, etc. All of these government workers, he wants to purge everybody that did not vote for him, okay? So they've got no infrastructure going into it. So let's look at how it is. It's about, okay, first thing, the reading is about restrictions that are there. Mental restrictions surrounded by all this stuff when it comes to the harvest, when it comes to actually the daily thing, putting this into motion, okay, from the White House. So there are a lot of restrictions in place, okay, when it comes to him actually getting things going from the White House, because he only wants loyalists. And people are not in place yet, okay? So the action of this is the lid is off, things are being looked at, okay? Trying to figure out the next thing, how to go forward, because again, he doesn't have people in place. And the tempering, some things are being tempered yet from the White House because he has no staff. Okay. So what's going on now? Things are again in a stall moment. It's in a stall. He's going nowhere quick at the moment because he wants to manipulate things. He wants to, talking about this massive change, and he's still out there with his fishtails about manipulation, massive change. But at this point, he's trying to figure out how he's going to go forward. The challenge is the message that he's trying to put out. But the truth behind it, again, more messages about the what's coming in daily. And again, the truth of what's actually in place or coming down the pike, wielding the sword when it comes to his desires, his wishes, okay? But there's a restriction above it all. When you take the lid off and you look, things are not moving quickly. He's got messages he's putting out about what he wants to do. That's it. But the center of it, the Lovers, the harvest, trying to figure out how to move forward, the manipulations he wants to do, messages he's putting out to his cadre, to his followers, and things are being juggled, okay? The White House, things are tempered, comes to his messages and what he's actually able to put out there is being juggled, okay? So coming into it, basically he's going nowhere fast. So what we have underneath of it, the world, how he's dealing with the world. He's out in the cold, he's lacking, he doesn't have what he needs. Then we have the Republicans looking at what's being birthed, and some of them walking away. So again, it doesn't look like he's going to have the infrastructure and all of the things that he wants in place to do all the things he's been bragging he's going to do, his toxicity. We have the families, the world, the families, an agreement, okay? Agreement, he's kind of out in the cold with things. The push and pull when it comes to actually getting people in place, etc. The unhappiness that people see with what he wants to bring to America, and some walking away due to his past things. We have, of course, the wealthy ones new information coming out, truth coming out rapidly. I don't know what happened with this. My screen just went out. Okay, rapidly. Bringing an end. Some things coming out, tough things coming out that are going to lay some of these low. The truth when it comes to what he wants to do in America. And an end. An end taking place because of the past. And walking away. When it comes to an investigation, there will be a victory. Okay? So how it's going to play out, I don't know. But he's going to be inaugurated today is what it looks like. And, we're going to go forward. He doesn't have the infrastructure in place. He's got nobody that's been confirmed. He's got all these braggadocious things he's going to do from day one. Okay? He's got the borders are from hell in place. But they don't have any kind of infrastructure yet. So when it comes to his mass manipulations he wants to do, things are basically on stall. And there's more information that's going to come out. And like I said, at the rally, he bragged and absolutely, I guess he said, thank you to Musk, and I won overwhelmingly in Pennsylvania and the swing states, and it's because he knows what to do with computers. Okay? So take a breath, people. I know everyone's waiting for the cavalry, and this is going to come out, and yes, I did the reading on NATO, but it didn't mean that they are stepping in and stopping the inauguration. There are things going on again, still behind the scenes. So take a breath. All the things that he said he was going to do. There are, big shakeups again. Vivek Ramaswamy is out in the cold now. Basically, he and Elon don't get along. So he's going to go try to run, I guess, for governor of Ohio or something. But he's been pushed out. Okay, he's been basically pushed out. And so we'll have to see what happens with that. Okay, but what 3 things should we know today when it comes to all of this stuff happening? Okay. Where are my Lenormand? Here it is. Here's my Lenormand. Let's look and see what it says. Ask for 3 more things. Tell us 3 more things for today. Okay, so the other 3 things to know today, it's a test, going through a testing time for deeper knowledge of truth that's charging forward the fight for truth, deeper knowledge. It's a time of testing, okay? So hang in. When it comes to the soul, what's inside, there is a doorway to new things, okay? New things coming into your world, new things coming into your life, new things coming into the daily. And it's saying take time to recharge, when it comes to the history of all of this. Take time out, reflection, meditation, recharge, okay? So don't get yourself in knots. Take a breath, recharge. Things are still going under the surface, and it's up to us to continue in positivity and know that in the end, things are going to work out. He's going to become again derailed. He doesn't have the structure in place. And Magatonians that traveled there are not happy. They spent all this time and money to be there for the inauguration. The only ones he's having in there are the wealthy. Okay, that's it. They're out in the cold, literally. And they say, we don't mind the cold. We came prepared for that. You know, but maybe the light will eventually dawn when he said, I don't care about any of you. I only wanted your votes. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.